So on the 1 day, AMC stock is looking remarkable. We've seen it climb up by about 8% today, which is really terrific. But like I said in a few of our other videos, the price action is only half of the story. I want to look at what's going on in the general markets because that does indicate where we are going in the future, in my opinion. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a story about Blackrock. It's very recent and it shows a massive loss. But before we do dive into the video, can I ask you to please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already done so? It would be massively appreciated. So now let's dive in, and we're going to go over to this article on Yahoo Finance. So we're going to scroll up to the top by resetting the page, and we'll have a look at what we are seeing. So this one talks about a 91% asset plunge hitting a Blackrock fund of sustainable EM stocks. So before we get into this one, I must say, whilst this one does not directly affect AMC right now, it does show us what is going on in Blackrock, one of their funds, and how this could impact us in the future, and what is going on, generally speaking, in the wider market. So perhaps not directly related to AMC, but I think it does potentially, it does pay for us to look into this and see what is going on the wider spectrum, because as we know, we've been called dumb money all the time. Well, who's dumb money now? Because when we have a look at this, to sum up some of the most important information, in the 2 days leading up to Christmas Eve, we can see the amount that they have lost is 91%. They were left with about 69 million compared to their 803 million on December the 11th, on December the 21st, I should say. And we can see over here, this is the biggest 2-day outflow for a developing nation ETF this year, according to data compiled by Bloomberg. So I think this really is important because some people may try to play this one off as something that does happen, it's part of the market. Come on guys, it's a 91% loss. It's insane. It is a big amount of money. It's a huge amount of money. So it's not an everyday occurrence, and we'll see it's the biggest 2-day loss for a developing nation ETF this year, according to that data. So one holder of LDEM shares owned enough to account for such a steep outflow. The data showed that Ironman, I believe it is, the Helsinki-based pension company that made a 600 million investment in the fund when it launched in February of 2020. So a spokesman for that company, we can see, declined to comment, but a spokesman for Blackrock confirmed that there was an outflow in LDEM, but declined to comment further on the fund. The blow comes less than 2 years after the fund was initially launched, with great success and the backing of Finland's oldest pension company. LDEM tracks an index containing large and mid-cap emerging market stocks that meet certain environmental, social, and governance criteria. The fund's number of shares outstanding dropped to 1.2 million, which is the lowest ever. And we can see this company, which we mentioned previously, owned shares of 2 similar funds which buy ESG companies in the US, according to its filings as of the 30th of September. Neither iShares ESG MSCI USA Leaders ETF nor the X trackers, and we can see that one down here, suffered large outflows in recent weeks. So this one really is specific to this fund. I think that is what we are trying to highlight over here. So a massive outflow. Now let's think about why that could be and what this means for us. I think it shows how big of a part some things can play in this one, and how big changes can happen very quickly. So when we think about AMC, tying this back into our situation, of course it is different to an extent, but let's just look at this one. They have sustained such a big drop in such a small period of time from, the factors that we just covered in this video. So just imagine when it comes to AMC time, when it comes to potentials for margin calls and things like that, how quickly things can happen. And again, if these hedge funds and funds are the smart money, why are circumstances like this happening, especially specifically to this one? Again, like I said at the beginning, not specifically related to AMC, but I think it was something worth covering, so I hope you did enjoy it. Thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.